Hey Eric, how you doing? Okay, I've got your work up right here. Gonna take a look. Okay, so what I really want you to do is I want you to get over into those where the heck is it? Here it is. It's the assignment page, and really take a look at these recommendations, or I'm sorry, these requirements specifically right here, design 1, 2, 3, and 4, and what is required to be included in each of those designs, and also this paragraph in the instructions area. I'll describe all this in 1 second. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll go and take a look at the compositions. Now, in the first composition, we're looking for no contrast in scale or weight, and hierarchy is based on grouping. So the problem we have here is you've made changes based on scale and weight. All right, this should include the exact same typeface. Everything should be the same type size and weight. The only thing that should separate this from the descriptions is the placement. So my recommendation is to just keep this away from these and the exact same typeface. Place your title up here, your subject, and then bring these down. Also, there's no reason really to offset these, right? Also, the space here is greater than the space here, so we're looking for consistency here. My recommendation with this, we have, so original 426, 15-inch steel wheels, correct 8.5-inch real axle, all right? But the problem is that this almost seems to be a subgroup of this because it's indented and placed in close proximity here. So my recommendation is, since these are not related, but they're different descriptions of the car, just take all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these and just align them right there. Straight alignment, and then keep the title area the same typeface and just separate that with some space between. Okay, now in the second design, we want one new size and one new weight. But we don't have any here. This is all the same. So basically, this would work for the first composition, right? And I actually, the more I look at this, I'm thinking that yeah, will work for the first composition. But in the second composition, we want one new size and one new weight. So theoretically, what you could do is, if you wanted to use this for the second composition, what you would do is just increase the size and bold this type. That would add one new size, one new weight, right? Third composition, multiple contrasts in weight and scale. Right now, you've got this and this. So you're adding more. There's one change, there's two changes, but this is looking for multiple changes. All right. Now, this composition, you're showing center. This is all center aligned, meaning that there's no reason to use a grid here, but we are supposed to use a grid. So my recommendation is to use the same grid. Don't center align. I don't center align text. I haven't center aligned text in 30 years. I will not center align text unless it's for a wedding invitation or something formal like a black tie dinner. And the reason that is because it doesn't activate the negative space. It creates symmetry around the negative space. It's very safe but very boring. My recommendation is for you is to watch your alignment, try to do anything other than center alignment. Okay, remember, multiple. All right, so this is pretty good, but watch your alignment here. Don't center align this. Fourth composition, you've only got, again, we're looking for multiple changes and multiple contrasts in weight and scale, but we don't have that. All we have, this is all the same. This type is here is set the same as this. So we only have one change in scale and weight. And that's right here. We don't have multiple changes, right? Also, this composition, the car needs to be black and white. It needs to bleed in two places as well. So if you go to the course now instructions here, black and white design, and then in the fourth one, the car has to bleed off the page in at least two places. Right now, I want to draw your attention over to the course announcements. Of course, Welcome to Week 3 is a fantastic set of resources. Spend some time in here. You'll come out with a fantastic understanding. There's 6 videos in here. Watch them all and check out all of these resources, because this is a great lesson in establishing hierarchy and using the grid. This example right here is one of the best examples I've ever seen. Visual example of establishing hierarchy based on scale changes and placement, and also employs wonderful alignment. Okay, be sure to take a look at that. And then, of course, last but not least, I want you to jump over to page 101 in the textbook, which displays this assignment using a different set of topics, different subject matter, but nonetheless, there's 9 examples here of exactly showing you how to establish hierarchy based on grouping, proximity, and emphasis. So you definitely want to take a look at that. So I'd like to see those changes reflected in your final submission. If you have any questions, let me know. But before you start working on your final submission, be sure to go through those, of course, announcements, watch all the videos and watch all the resources, take a look at all the resources, spend some time on page 101 to get some really good ideas.
It's
All right.
4 o'clock.
Okay, Eric, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. Good job. Thanks.